Hey, how is everybody doing? It is Craig, and I'm back with movie number 7. Movie number 7, I believe, is the first sequel that we are tackling. It is another movie, though, from 2018, which, interesting enough, The House That Jack Built I did from 2018, and another one, which we won't need to mention again. But this one, both of these two probably would have bumped out stuff from my wrist last year. I wish I had caught them before. Hell House LLC 2. Hell House LLC was a really good found footage-esque type movie. You know, they're taking a house, they're converting it into a scare place, and obviously it's haunted and things go wrong. At the end, there's a stampede, a whole bunch of people are killed, yada, yada, yada. Hell House LLC 2 sort of picks up after the aftermath, although not immediately. It ties in some other stuff that had happened. And it is equally as ominous. It definitely has its moments of like fear, like, you know, when you see like at one point you see like the clown walk in the background and they don't see him. And I say clown, it's like they dressed up like a clown. Or, you know, you see the Ouija guy playing the Ouija board, you know, a version of the Ouija board, and it's like oh, you want to hurt somebody, it's like yes, and then the creepy girl pops in and like, okay, we're gonna just go now. Nah, we're gonna go. It's good. It's suspenseful. There's some creepy stuff that happens. Even in the interview, like there's an interview and then somebody you find out, it's like, oh wait, that wasn't what you thought it was. Here is my issue with it. It is definitely not as good as the first one. So I don't know where I rank the first one. It's not something I do a review of, but it's not as good as the first one. It's not as good as the first one because since it had to be a second one, they had to give more information, right? And unfortunately, as they give more information, what happens? They give too much information. So when they start explaining it, and then at one point it's the Hell House is on the gates of hell, like it's like, or the Abaddon, not, you know, the hell is on the gates of hell. And it's like, wait, what? What do you mean the gates of hell? How's that happening? And then other times somehow the entity can leave the house and do stuff. Like even in like Haunted Lore, most of the time the entity is attached to the property. But not this case. Hell, in this case, the entity might even be able to give a whole interview. Who knows? You have to watch it and see for yourself. It's definitely worth watching, and I'd rewatch it too. I don't own the Hell House movies. That might be something if I ever see like a good price on a 2-pack of, I'd pick up. I'm not rushing out to get them though. Like it's that, you know, they're locked in on demand for a while, so that makes it easier. I will say so far the only movie on the list that we've done so far is the last one where I had to own it right away because I enjoyed it as much as I did. But this is one also, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't seen Hell House, I recommend seeing that first. You don't have to, you know, but it definitely it helps you out kind of knowing some of the characters and like, oh, that guy was a dick the whole time. Or well, what did that guy do? Oh, he says friends up to die, but he didn't know it, yada, yada. It does help you with that a little bit. You know, I know people like, I'm tired of this found footage, yada, yada. Here's the thing, though. Everything's been done a lot. There's nothing new. I mean, you want to have something new, here's my new movie idea. Kill a vampire, kill butterflies. Never been done. Doesn't mean I want to see it. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, they even made the movie, what, The Bed That Kills. Like, just because, that was fun. But just because something's never been done doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be great. Just because something's done before doesn't mean it's bad. Hell House LLC and Hell House LLC 2 does a good job. Hell House LLC 2, again, it's under one, but it's under one because they gave a little bit too much information. You know, sometimes they talk themselves out of it. But it was almost as fun as to watch. So you want to sit down, cozy night, watch two good movies back to back. I will tell you, I was very thankful. I avoided watching Hell House LLC 2 for the longest time because I loved Hell House LLC. Well, I really enjoyed Hell House LLC 1. And I was scared it would bother me and ruin part 2. Like one of my favorite movies that came out in the past few years was Houses October Built. And then Houses October Built 2 was so ungodly bad, it made the first movie worse. And I haven't gone back to revisit part 1 because I feel it just bothered me even more from the shit they did in part 2. But thanks for checking my video. Like if you like. If you disagree, let me know why. If you're like, Hell House is garbage. I know. Curious to hear what you think. That's it, folks. Have a good one. Peace.